Philadelphia Flyers versus Montreal Canadiens. Two proud franchises collide tonight in Montreal, each chasing different kinds of validation. The Canadiens, sitting atop the Atlantic at 9-3-0 and riding a perfect 6-0-0 home record, have made Bell Center a fortress. The Flyers, meanwhile, come in at 6-5-1, near the bottom of the Metropolitan Division, fighting to keep pace in a crowded race. This is more than a mid-season matchup. It's a measuring stick. Montreal wants to prove its hot start is no fluke. Philadelphia wants to show it can grind out wins against elite competition. On paper, the tail of the tape tilts toward the Habs. Nick Suzuki leads Montreal with 18 points, 6G, 12A, while Cole Caulfield adds another 10 points, 6 of them goals, the spark plug behind a team averaging 3.67 goals per game. For Philadelphia, Trevor Zegras drives the offense with 13 points, 4G, 9A, supported by Owen Tippett's 6 goals. The Flyers average 2.58 goals per night, but counter with a disciplined blue line, allowing just 2.58 per game, almost identical to their scoring output. It's the Canadiens' explosive attack versus Philly's structured resistance. Pure hockey contrast. Momentum tells its own story. Montreal has won 4 of its last 5, including a tight 4-3 win over Ottawa and an overtime thriller against Calgary. They're skating with rhythm, speed, and swagger. The Flyers have gone 3-2 in their last 5, picking up quality wins over Nashville and Pittsburgh, but dropping tight ones to Toronto and Calgary. They're competitive, but not quite closing the door late. That's the razor's edge in this matchup. Between the pipes, it's a fascinating duel. Dan Vladar looks steady for Philadelphia with a 2.41 GAA and .921 save percentage, while Caden Primo's absence has left Jacob Dobes and Sam Montembeault splitting time in Montreal. Montembeault holds a 3.00 GAA and .889 save percentage, but his record at home has been resilient behind a strong defensive effort. Vladar's precision against a relentless home offense could define the night. Beyond the numbers, this battle could hinge on poise and timing, two traits that often separate a solid outing from a game-stealing performance. Vladar's glove has been sharp against East Coast teams, and his rebound control remains one of his biggest strengths. Montembeault, meanwhile, thrives on energy from the Bell Center crowd, often elevating his game when tested early. If either goaltender can steal momentum with a few key stops, it might swing the balance in an evenly matched contest. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Canadiens winner. Tactically, this one hinges on special teams and tempo. Montreal's power play has been clicking, feeding off quick puck movement and high slot creativity. Philadelphia's penalty kill, at 76.9%, will be under siege. The Flyers need to win faceoffs, slow the neutral zone, and get bodies in front of Suzuki's passing lanes. Expect Montreal to push pace early, testing Vladar's angles and forcing turnovers high. Philly's counterattack, especially with Zegras creating off the rush, will need to be sharp and opportunistic. Beyond that, puck management becomes crucial, as both teams thrive on transition chaos. Montreal's wingers, particularly Caulfield and Slavkovsky, have shown an ability to exploit defensive lapses, while Philadelphia's blue line must stay compact to prevent backdoor plays. The Flyers' forecheck could dictate rhythm. If they can pin Montreal deep and force hurried breakouts, they'll neutralize much of the Canadiens' speed advantage. Every zone exit and dump-in will matter, turning this into a tactical chess match of momentum and execution. Prediction: Canadiens 4, Flyers 2. Montreal's home dominance, offensive chemistry, and late-game poise give them the edge. The Flyers' defensive grit will keep it close early, but the Habs' depth and finishing touch should carry the night. In front of a roaring Bell Center crowd, Montreal stays perfect at home and sends another message that this start is no mirage. Carolina Hurricanes versus New York Rangers. It's a Metropolitan Division showdown with playoff flavor in early November. Carolina at 7-4 and 0 storms into Madison Square Garden to face a 6-5-2 Rangers squad hungry to defend home ice. Both clubs sit in a tight mid-pack race behind New Jersey and Pittsburgh, and tonight's result could swing early momentum in the divisional standings. The Hurricanes are looking to rebound after dropping a 1-goal heartbreaker to Boston, while the Rangers aim to build off their gritty overtime win over Seattle. It's speed versus structure, skill versus discipline, and both sides know how much these 2 points matter. Carolina's offense continues to hum, led by Seth Jarvis with 11 points and 7 goals, and Sebastian Aho driving playmaking duties with 7 assists. Adam Fox anchors New York's blue line and offense alike, pacing the Rangers with 8 points and 4 assists, while Taylor Radish brings finishing touch with 6 goals. On special teams, the Hurricanes hold a slight edge, a 9.4% power play versus the Rangers' 12.1%, but Carolina's 84.8% penalty kill stands tall against a Rangers unit still trying to tighten its structure. Carolina averages 3.64 goals per game to New York's 2.38, but the Rangers boast a stingier defense, allowing just 2.38 goals against compared to Carolina's 2.91. It's a classic contrast: Carolina's offensive push against New York's defensive poise. Momentum favors the Rangers slightly. They've won 3 of their last 5, including statement wins over Edmonton and Vancouver. They've also shown resilience, pushing through close games and grinding out points. Carolina, meanwhile, has been hot and cold. A 5-4 shootout win over St. Louis showcased their offensive depth, but losses to Dallas and Boston revealed cracks in late-game coverage. Both teams are skating hard, but the Rangers are starting to rediscover their rhythm on home ice. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Rangers winner. Between the pipes, it's Frederik Andersen versus Igor Shesterkin, a duel that could define the night. Andersen's steady 2.96 goals against and .894 save percentage show reliability but not dominance. Shesterkin, on the other hand, sports a sharper .913 save percentage with a 2.34 GAA, numbers that speak to control, positioning, and clutch timing. If Carolina's shooters can't beat him early, he could lock the crease and steal momentum outright. What makes this matchup even more compelling is their contrasting goaltending styles. Andersen relies on composure, reading plays before they unfold, and minimizing movement to stay square to the puck. Shesterkin thrives on explosiveness, capable of highlight reel saves that ignite both his bench and the home crowd. The Canes will look to generate traffic and second-chance rebounds, hoping to disrupt Shesterkin's rhythm, while the Rangers aim to stretch Carolina laterally and test Andersen's reaction time. A single momentum save from either netminder could shift the entire emotional balance of this tightly wound showdown. Expect a game of tempo swings and tactical adjustments. Carolina pressing with forecheck pressure, New York countering with tight neutral zone discipline. The Hurricanes' edge in scoring depth meets a Rangers defense anchored by Fox and the brilliance of Shesterkin. Special teams and third-period stamina could be the difference, especially if Carolina's second line finds open ice against New York's middle pair. The balance between speed and structure will dictate the rhythm, and whichever side dictates that pace early might hold the emotional edge when the clock winds down. Prediction: Rangers 3, Hurricanes 2. The Garden crowd fuels Shesterkin's focus, Fox drives the breakout, and New York ekes out another tight divisional win behind disciplined defense and late-game execution. Nashville Predators versus Minnesota Wild. 2 Central Division rivals collide tonight in St. Paul, and both are desperate for traction in a tight early season race. The Nashville Predators come in at 5-6-2, sitting 6th in the division with 12 points, just 1 ahead of the struggling Minnesota Wild at 4-6-3. It's a clash between teams hunting for identity, Nashville trying to stack wins after a rocky start, Minnesota aiming to steady the ship and climb out of the basement. Every shift at Grand Casino Arena carries weight. Momentum, confidence, and divisional pride are all on the line. For Nashville, the story has been streaky offense balanced by flashes of brilliance in net. Ryan O'Reilly leads the charge with 9 points, while Philip Forsberg paces the goal column with 6 tallies. Eric Haula adds depth scoring with 5 goals and a +2 rating. Across the ice, Minnesota's spark plug Kirill Kaprizov remains the focal point. 7 goals, 16 total points, and seemingly in on every major play. But behind him, the Wild are searching for consistency. Nashville averages 2.46 goals per game and allows 3.31, while Minnesota scores slightly more at 2.77, but surrenders an even 3.0. On special teams, the Predators have hit on 8.8% of power plays, while the Wild's penalty kill has quietly held firm at 84%. The matchup hinges on whether Nashville's patient setup can crack Minnesota's compact defensive core. Recent form tells the story of 2 teams trying to find rhythm. Nashville has alternated between wins and losses, most recently topping Calgary 4-2 after back-to-back 1-goal defeats. The Preds have tightened defensively, but lapses still appear late in games. Minnesota, meanwhile, is 2-3 in its last 5. Thrilling wins over Vancouver and Utah, offset by late-game heartbreak against Winnipeg and San Jose. They're skating hard but finishing soft, leaving points on the table. Momentum favors Nashville slightly, but home ice could flip that script in a heartbeat. Between the pipes, it's Juuse Saros versus Filip Gustavsson, a duel of structure versus instinct. Saros, at 2.70 GAA and a .920 save percentage, has been the rock holding Nashville together. Gustavsson has steadied after early struggles, posting a 2.33 GAA and .885 save rate, and will need to be sharp early to withstand Nashville's net front presence. Each save could swing momentum. Expect this one to feel like a goalie chess match, not a track meet. Beyond the stats, both goaltenders approach the game with completely different mental rhythms. Saros thrives on patience and precise positioning, rarely overcommitting even when traffic clogs his crease, while Gustavsson often relies on pure reaction and athleticism to bail out defensive lapses. The Predators' strategy will be to get bodies in tight, looking for deflections and rebound chaos, while Minnesota will focus on clean entries and lateral puck movement to open seams. If either netminder finds an early rhythm, it could turn a tightly contested night into a goaltending clinic defined by timing, control, and quiet dominance. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Predators winner. In the tactical trenches, Nashville's puck movement and forecheck will test Minnesota's discipline. Kaprizov's line thrives in transition, but the Predators' zone defense has improved at clogging passing lanes. Special teams may tell the tale, Minnesota's penalty kill versus Nashville's push to convert on the man advantage. Watch for O'Reilly's vision and Forsberg's release as X factors, while Kaprizov's creativity can turn any shift into a highlight reel, especially when the pace quickens and both teams trade chances in high-pressure, end-to-end sequences. Prediction: Predators 3, Wild 2, OT. Nashville's depth scoring and Saros's stability make the difference in a tight physical battle. Expect extra time, big saves, and a statement road win for a team starting to find its footing. Detroit Red Wings versus Vegas Golden Knights. 2 teams with playoff ambitions meet under the neon glow of Las Vegas. The Detroit Red Wings roll in at 9-4-0, second in the Atlantic and brimming with confidence. The Vegas Golden Knights, 6-2-3 and sitting just behind Anaheim in the Pacific, are desperate to regain rhythm on home ice. Both are chasing early season separation. Detroit's aiming to prove it's for real. Vegas needs to stop a skid before it grows teeth. It's East versus West, speed versus structure, and every shift will matter. Detroit's numbers tell the story of balance and bite. averaging 3.23 goals per game while giving up just 2.31. They found the two-way rhythm that wins on the road. Dylan Larkin leads with 18 points and 8 goals. Alex DeBrincat adds 11 assists and spark. Their top line hums. Their special teams click at 23.8% on the power play. Across the ice, Vegas relies on Jack Eichel's 19 points and Pavel Dorofeyev's 9 goals to drive offense. But the Knights have tightened offensively of late. Just 2.82 goals per game and a recent run of low-scoring battles. It's a classic contrast. Detroit's push-and-flow attack versus Vegas's disciplined, counter-punching system. The last 5 games draw a sharp line. Detroit's won 4 of 5, including statement wins over Seattle and Los Angeles. They're skating with pace, defending in layers, and closing strong. Vegas, meanwhile, is 2-3 in that span. Tough losses to Colorado and Carolina, a shootout stumble against Tampa, and 2 one-goal heartbreakers. They've competed but haven't closed. Momentum is wearing red. Matchup dynamics, Detroit's tempo and passing versus Vegas's layered defense. Larkin's speed through the neutral zone will test the Knights' gaps. Eichel's vision and Dorofeyev's release threaten any lapse. Special teams loom large. Detroit's man advantage has been sharp, while Vegas's penalty kill at 85% ranks among the toughest to crack. If one side wins that battle, it wins the night. Beyond that, puck control and composure under pressure could separate the two. Detroit thrives when its puck movement stays crisp and structured, turning quick passes into high-danger chances, while Vegas counters with physicality and smart stick work that disrupts rhythm. The Golden Knights' defensive rotations are elite, often forcing teams wide and limiting second looks. But Detroit's forwards, especially Raymond and DeBrincat, excel at finding seams in motion. Expect an ongoing tug-of-war between finesse and structure, where one turnover or neutral zone miscue could shift the ice completely in favor of the more disciplined side. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Red Wings winner, matchup dynamics, Detroit's tempo and passing versus Vegas's layered defense. Larkin's speed through the neutral zone will test the Knights' gaps. Eichel's vision and Dorofeyev's release threaten any lapse. Special teams loom large. Detroit's man advantage has been sharp, while Vegas's penalty kill at 85% ranks among the toughest to crack. If one side wins that battle, it wins the night. Beyond that, puck control and composure under pressure could separate the two. Detroit thrives when its puck movement stays crisp and structured, turning quick passes into high-danger chances, while Vegas counters with physicality and smart stick work that disrupts rhythm. The Golden Knights' defensive rotations are elite, often forcing teams wide and limiting second looks, but Detroit's forwards, especially Raymond and DeBrincat, excel at finding seams in motion. Expect an ongoing tug-of-war between finesse and structure, where one turnover or neutral zone miscue could shift the ice completely in favor of the more disciplined side. The prediction: Red Wings 3, Golden Knights 2. Detroit's balanced scoring, hot streak, and road composure carry through in a tight playoff-style test. Vegas battles, but without full health in net. The Wings' momentum proves just enough to steal 2 points in Sin City. Winnipeg Jets versus Los Angeles Kings. 2 teams, 2 very different trajectories. The Winnipeg Jets, sitting at 9-3-0 and second in the Central Division with 18 points, roll into Los Angeles riding confidence and chemistry. The Kings, meanwhile, are fighting for footing at 5-4-4, 5th in the Pacific, searching for consistency and answers. Winnipeg already owns a 3-2 win in the season series opener. And tonight, under the bright lights of Crypto.com Arena, this rematch carries weight. Momentum, identity, and divisional pride are all on the line. On paper, Winnipeg brings the heavier artillery. Mark Scheifele has been brilliant. 20 points, 9 goals, 11 assists, driving an offense averaging 3.75 goals per game, second in their division. Their power play hums at 25.6%, and the penalty kill stands firm at 89.4%. Across the ice, Adrian Kempe leads the Kings with 15 points, 9G, 6A, but LA's attack has sputtered, posting just 2.77 goals per game. Defensively, the Kings have allowed nearly 3 goals per night, while Winnipeg's structure and balance continue to tighten with every shift. Recent form tells the story even louder. Winnipeg has won 4 of its last 5, outscoring opponents 22-14, including decisive wins over Pittsburgh and Chicago. They're rolling. Pace, precision, poise. The Kings, in contrast, have dropped 4 of their last 5, including back-to-back home stumbles against New Jersey and Nashville. A 4-1 loss to the Devils showed cracks in their neutral zone coverage, while defensive lapses have cost them late. One team's surging, the other's stalling. Between the pipes, it's a heavyweight duel. Connor Hellebuyck is in midseason form, owning a 2.34 goals against average and a .921 save percentage, with composure that radiates through the Jets' zone exits. For Los Angeles, Darcy Kuemper, 3-3-3, 2.85 GAA, .891 SV%, battles inconsistency but can steal a game when locked in. Depth-wise, Cam Talbot's absence looms, placing pressure squarely on Kuemper to outduel one of the league's steadiest goalies. Beyond the stats, this goaltending matchup underscores a contrast in rhythm and temperament. Hellebuyck's calm, efficient movements against Kuemper's more reactionary, high-effort style. Winnipeg's defense benefits from Hellebuyck's predictability, allowing them to play tighter gaps and trust his rebound control, while the Kings must collapse quickly around Kuemper to clean up second chances. Momentum could pivot on one early save. A sprawling stop or a controlled glove could swing confidence across the ice. If Kuemper can match Hellebuyck's poise through traffic-heavy stretches, Los Angeles might just hang long enough to turn a defensive struggle into a goaltending showcase. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Winnipeg Jets winner. Expect Winnipeg to press with pace, crisp puck movement, aggressive forechecking, and control off the rush. The Kings will counter with physicality and hope their blue line can slow Scheifel's line. The special teams duel could define this one. The Jets' sharp power play versus a Kings penalty kill hovering at 74%. If Los Angeles can't stay disciplined, it'll be a long night in their own end. Winnipeg's transition speed will test LA's defensive spacing, forcing the Kings to make quick reads under pressure. Meanwhile, the Jets must guard against overcommitting, as Los Angeles thrives on counterattacks that turn defensive stops into odd-man rushes. Look for Connor and Ehlers to stretch the ice and create mismatches off broken plays, while Kopitar and Fiala aim to dictate tempo through puck control and board battles. The outcome may hinge on which side imposes its rhythm first, Winnipeg's fluid motion or LA's grinding physical identity, in what promises to be a tactical and momentum-driven clash. The final call? Winnipeg looks too cohesive, too confident, too complete. Hellebuyck steadies the crease, Scheifele sets the tone, and the Jets' balanced depth overwhelms LA late. Prediction: Jets 4, Kings 2. Winnipeg keeps pace in the Central, and the Kings' search for rhythm continues.